Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to each one of you. So good afternoon and welcome to everyone that watching us here. Sorry, it's just nervous. Okay, so let me start it again. I know everyone haven't started the engine. Same goes to me. So I'll start it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. A warm greetings to each and one of you. Welcome to the closing ceremony of ACE Summer Program 2022. I am Ika Zulkifli, the MC for this event. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to extend our appreciation to all of you for your physical and presence today. So recapping about the program of ACE Summer Program. For those who don't know what is ACE Summer Program, so ACE Summer Program is basically a virtual experiential program that cater for our graduates, current students, alumni, to prepare you with your career prospect and also startup journey. So this started the first season back then last year in 2021. So due to the overwhelming feedbacks and also supports, the organizer has decided to basically organize the second season of this year in 2022. So basically that's the recap or background introduction of what is ASP. Without further ado, let us now start our program by welcoming the President of MMU to deliver his opening remarks. Please welcome Prof. Dato Dr. Mazliha Muhammad Soon. Okay, Prof. So, Assalamualaikum. How are you?
Fine.
Fine. All right. Okay. So, I believe just now I've started my opening remarks for the program. So now let us hear what you have to say about this program and opening remarks by yourself.
Thank you, Ika. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and very good evening to everyone. Prof. Wong Eng Kiong, our Vice President, Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development, who is in Malacca today. Dr. Albert and Ms. Putri, the Deputy Directors of our ACE, Alumni Engagement, Career and Entrepreneurship Development Center, Student Experience and Entrepreneurship Development Division, SEED, all the Deans, Deputy Deans, Directors, Deputy Directors, Lecturers, distinguished guests, participants of ACE program. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be with all of you today to celebrate the closing ceremony of ACE Summer Program 2022. Although it is always summer in Malaysia, but we have this ACE Summer Program here in MMU. It has been wonderful to see and meet the job seekers and also future entrepreneurs who are far-sighted enough to participate in this program since 23rd May for 2 weeks. So all of you have spent 2 weeks with us. I'm happy to know that this is our second ACE Summer Program, and the first ACE Summer Programs was held last year from 14 June 2021 to 2nd of August 2021 online, virtual. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the ACE Summer Program, or ASP, has been a remarkable effort by the Alumni Engagement, Career Connect and Entrepreneur Development team. It serves to provide knowledge, support and expertise for participants so that they could prepare for their respective careers, especially as future startup founders. The ASP is an initiative to prepare students and graduates with essential employability skills. It also allows participants to ideate through the startup initiative and then pitch before external judges. Throughout the 2 weeks intensive experiential training, I believe both students and graduating students were able to challenge themselves as well as creating close networking amongst themselves. The program has also helped the participants to build important skill sets in boosting their career prospect and preparing for life after university. Most of all, they have the chance to pitch their ideas to win up to 10,000 ringgit pre-seed funding by the ACE. It is great to know that job seekers and startup founders alike have participated in this program with a total of 70 registered participants. I'm also happy that the program is being supported by our alumni. Our alumni, who are the established entrepreneurs and experienced industry players, supported this program by their willingness to become trainers and speakers in providing their invaluable insights and expertise. The alumni and former students involved include Mr. Jason Wong, Mr. Faris Noor, Mr. Selvin Adinarayanan, Mr. Hanif Mazuki, and many others. I also would like to express my gratitude to all other distinguished speakers who have shared their knowledge and latest updates from industry's perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for university students to be successful, regardless of their respective fields, they must be equipped with entrepreneurial skills. These skills will be very important even if you do not become an entrepreneur, since the very presence of the entrepreneurial mindset is in itself a major ingredient in shaping an outstanding attitude toward work. I hope all of you have gained valuable knowledge and skill during this 2 weeks program, and please do not let this session to be the end of your learning. I look forward to seeing more activities organized by the ACE department, as well as to see the participants to return and share their success stories in the upcoming ACE program. And don't forget to contribute back to MMU when you become a millionaire later. Yeah? Before I end, I would like to congratulate the ACE team for organizing such a fruitful program to provide support to our job seekers and future startup founders. May the graduates of this program continue to utilize the knowledge and skill provided and become successful job creators soon. Even though this is the closing ceremony, I do not view it as the end of our networking and alliance. As students and alumni, you are always welcome to come back to MMU to collaborate with us and share your views and perspectives with the MMU community, especially the students. Thank you and all the best.
All right, okay. Thank you, Prof, for your outstanding opening remarks. So it's just a question for me, Prof.
I memorized all this. You know?
Well, you have a good memorize. You know, you have very good memory and mind. Okay, I salute that. All right, Prof. So this morning, when I saw you here, you were wearing a different cloth. So did you especially buy this cloth to match the summer theme?
No, because I follow the instruction. You know, to become an entrepreneur, you need to always follow instruction and strategy. So whenever I receive instruction, I follow instruction. I'm very disciplined, you know.
All right, so I would like to say that maybe we are in MME, not maybe, but we are in MME. It's very lucky to have you because you're very disciplined. So from there, maybe you can teach us also how to be disciplined. So with that opening remarks by our president of MMU, we have come towards the end. No, not all the program yet. For the first session of this program. So after this, we'll be moving to our second agenda, our second session. So stay tuned and we will be right back.
Kita minum dulu.
Welcome to the opening ceremony of the ACE Summer Program 2022.
Make more time.
university, I advise you to try to venture into some form of entrepreneurship, or try to taste the entrepreneurship ecosystem, whether by starting a business on your own or interning at a startup. Right. So my self belief right now here is those two. Whether you know try to go out and start your own business, or you intern at a startup. And if you intern at a startup, I hope that you try to apply for global internship programs as opposed to local internship programs. Why do I advise you to do that? I mean, this is before I start everything. Just telling you the concept. Why do I advise you to do that? Is if you do that indirectly, you will bring in indirect FDI to the country. And if you start a business, start and go global from day one.
Yeah, so thanks to pandemic really make IT demands increase. Okay, quote an example. Last time we are still using a menu, a book to order our food. But right now, I believe in KL, everyone is using digital menu. Yeah, you can just go scan the QR code, then you do your own ordering and also some payments sometimes. So last time, if you develop this type of software and you go and sell, you will never get any support from all the retail and all the F&B industry, never. But right now, everyone are accepting it due to the pandemic. So really, this pandemic will only make IT demand more and more important, and it's a very good opportunity for all the programmers. You will have a very good future, and you are in the right industry.
Having a partnership is not easy. It requires sacrifice. It requires consistency, and it's also require honesty. I mean, myself and my partner, we are not agreeing on all the matters, but of course we would try to find that middle ground.
Seriously, student, go into a LinkedIn, start building your network now. Start building your network now. Whenever that you have a time, you build your network. How do you build a network? If you are from the law background, go join law community. If you're from engineering background, electrical, go join the electrical community.
Interviews, you have to find out why. Why did you fail the interviews? Yeah. So some of the things that you need to take note would be the common reasons why you failed interview. You did not do enough research on the company and the job. I've highlighted this before. This is very utmost important to research about the company and the job. The number 2 reason would be unrealistic salary. Most of the people would want to demand a much higher salary, sky high salary, and because of that salary expectation, the expected salary that you indicate to the potential employer, the interviewer or the employer or even the HR felt that this is not realistic and we are not paying you such salary. If let's say if you request for salary that is above their budget, yeah. The next is you did not ask enough questions.
Welcome back to the closing ceremony of ACE Summer Program 2022. So now we are in the second session, second agenda for today. So we will be doing it a bit differently. So we'll be having some kind of forum or table talk, even though we don't have any table here. Alright, okay, but we'll be having a few questions with our VVIPs. So let me introduce you who that we have here together with us. So as you can see just now, we have our Mr. President. So now I bring to you another 2 VVIPs from our organizer team, organizer committee. So with that, I have with you on my right, on my right, but maybe on your screen it's basically on the left. So I have here with me is Mr. Albert, the Assistant Director of ACE, and also Ms. Putri Syahdatul Akmal, the Assistant Director of ACE. So now we'll be having kind of forum or Q&A sessions, okay? But of course, we're going to start with our VVIP, which is Prof. Dato. Okay, so Prof, looking into your academic background, right? So back then you were studying in France. So I hope that I did my research correct. So your bachelor was in Bachelor of Science in Electronics, Electrotechnics and Automation. Your master degree of science, again in electronic, electrotechnics and automations, and then your postmaster degree in electronics, and then your PhD is in engineering. Okay, so so by looking on that, okay, it somehow shows that you are maybe a hacker. So in MMU, in EDC itself, we have something called a profiling system that will tell you either you are hacker, hipster, or hustler. So hacker mostly on technology, hustler mostly on business sides, and also hipster is mostly on design. Okay, so from your academic background, I assume maybe you are a hacker. So now for your own perspective, which 3H you are belongs
What
to?
do we have? Hacker?
Hacker, hustler, hipster.
I'm a hammer.
So does it mean like that hammer you give motivation to
Yes,
people?
yes.
Alright, okay, so
Ask all the those who work with me. I'm a hammer.
okay, alright.
Isn't it? You agree?
Totally agree.
Alright, so okay, Prof. Hammer is confirmed you're a hammer. But other than this 3H, which H are you belong to?
What is the first one is
Hacker.
Hacker. What is hacker?
Everything about technology,
Okay,
system.
okay.
Hipster is more towards creativity, artistic, and hustler is more towards business sides.
Oh. Hacker, hammer. Hammer tak ada.
Hammer tak ada. Hacker, hipster, hustler.
Hustler. Hipster.
Hipster. So, alright. Okay. So for those who don't know, our prof can basically write a poem. Okay. Maybe we can hear that later, not today. Later. Okay. So, thank you, Prof, for your answer. So next we'll be having questions to Mr. Albert. So, Mr. Albert, I would like you.
Hammer.
I would like you to choose just one, okay, session or slot in ACE that especially cover in career. Which one is the most important and why?
Hi everyone. I think it's a tough question because for Career Connect, we basically plan out well on the very important workshops that the students and also graduates that are going to have. So we actually plan it like to have resume writing, career planning, and also the interview skill. But I think if you want me to really pick one, it's very hard. I think all the graduates should be familiar with all. But the number one for that, I think it should be interview because that is the first, let me correct that. It should be the resume writing because that should be the stepping stone to at least to get it approved to enter to be shortlisted for the interview. So, yep, that's my answer.
Alright, okay, so that resume workshop I would say. Alright, okay, thank you Mr. Albert for your sharing with us. So moving on to the next questions to our ladies here. So basically, Miss Putri, will you explain what was your first expectation towards the participants of ASP 2022 this year on the entrepreneurship module?
I basically want a student to have fun. I want them to network among each other because only through ACE summer program, ASP, they get to mingle among students from other faculties. So they get to find other hustlers, other hipsters, and other hackers. And if they want to build their dream team, they need to mingle and they need to start networking. So that's basically the aim, right? And also at the same time, I want them to probably realize that they might have the entrepreneurial traits or characteristic that they might not notice before. So by joining such program, they probably realize that, hey, I can actually pitch, I can actually ideate. I want to spark that entrepreneurial skills, entrepreneurial traits among our students. I believe everyone, if they wanna start a venture, they should start now when they are a student because this is a safe environment. We are here, of course, at EDC. I have to promote EDC, right? We are here at EDC, supporting them all out. Whatever they want to do, we will be able to provide the support.
All right, okay, so when Ms. Putri mentioned about having fun, I hope that 2 weeks period that you guys had, somehow you guys could bonding with each other and also having fun. All right, okay, so we move back our questions to Prof. Dato'. So Prof, just now, before we started, you did mention to those potential students, once they already succeed, millionaire, they should contribute back to MMU, right? So my question to you is, how do you want our MMU graduates Permata Dunia to contribute back to MMU when they are basically a job seeker as employee and also when they are a job creator as an employer itself. So there are two in terms of career-wise and also in terms of them be an entrepreneur.
You know, there's a lot of things that we plan in MMU. Number one is to try make sure that MMU will stay relevant in this academic world. We must make sure that whatever we do here in MMU is relevant to the needs in the industry. Why we need to do this is because we want our students, even before they sit for their final exam, they will receive at least 5 job offer. This is my challenge to the ACE team, the Career Connect and so on. To do this, the university need a lot of feedback from the community. So when we have our alumni, successful alumni, outside there, when we become the entrepreneurs, job creator in the future, I'm sure you know what is the latest demand, what is the latest profile that you need in the industry. So one of the contribution that you can contribute to back to MMU is to tell us how are we going to develop our program, what element that we need to inject in the program. So this knowledge, this feedback is very important to MMU because we want to prepare our students. Our dream is to make sure that 100% all students will secure a job even before they pass their final exam. So this is what you can contribute back to the university. On the other hand, of course, when you become a millionaire and billionaire and so on, of course, we need you to help us to donate, build a new infrastructure in the university. You know, one of the element that we want to bring into this campus and also our both campus in Melaka and in Cyberjaya is the happiness. We want our students to be happy while studying in this campus in the university. So in order to make them happy, we need to create the environment to make this, to bring the happiness in the university. I'm sure if you are learning in the environment where the element, happy element is there, you should not face any problem to study. And to bring this, we need a lot of new infrastructure. We need a lot of new development in terms of facilities and so on. So of course, this is what you can contribute if you are successful entrepreneurs, successful businessmen. You can contribute back by donating back to the university, not only on the infrastructure but also to help other students to study in this university. So there's a lot of contribution that you can give back to the university. And starting last year, we have started the MMU ties. We have this tie before, but it was not really used as the official tie of the university. We also now create our brochure. So as an alumni, you can wear this tie and brochure to identify yourself as the Permata Dunia. So anybody wearing the same tie and brochures are family, are our families. So we need to help each other. Just now, Mr. Selvin mentioned about networking. So this is a small networking that we can do among ourselves. Those wearing the same tie and brochures are our family, and we need to help each other. And this is also your contribution to the university, because by helping your other alumni, by helping other Permata Dunia, I'm sure you will make sure that everyone in this community will prosper. And by doing this will also make the university prosper. So we hope that by you joining this program, you will see the potential and you can explore more with all this potential. and I hope that well, you will be successful, and then can come back here and help us to further develop this multimedia university.
All right, okay. That's something just now, Prof, when you mentioned something, it triggered me when you said about happiness. I think maybe I had and have and having too much happiness here. That's why that I've been spending, this year is basically my 9 years in MMU. No, I didn't fail, if that what I was thinking. No, I didn't fail, okay? And don't count how old I am right now, no, okay? So now I also start to think, what can I contribute back to MMU? And MMU basically give me and nurture me a lot of things in terms of study, research, and also
Now you have completed your PhD.
No, Prof. I'm not yet a Dr. Atika. I'm still Miss Atika. Not yet.
So when are you going to enroll in the PhD program? So you can stay longer.
I'm aiming to pursue my PhD here with GRA if that's a rizki. So
with
hopefully GRA.
GRA?
Yes, Graduate Research Assistant.
Oh, okay.
So if I get a scholarship, of course you're going to see me again another 3 to 4 years, Prof. All right, okay. So moving on to Mr. Albert. Okay,
and EDC must help her to get the GRA.
How come EDC? I thought that one is under RMC. RMC should help me.
EDC can talk to RMC.
Okay, so I get the green light from you. Okay, thank you.
That's networking.
All right. Okay, then I'll chase RMC and EDC after this.
No problem, no problem.
All right. Okay, Mr. Albert. I just want to know, I mean, I'm interested to know that what are the things that basically make, MMU, Permata Dunia, MMU Germs is basically demanded by the industry itself to recruit them?
Okay, it's also a very tough question. I think based on what our conversation with a lot of corporates and industries, we got to know one thing that MMU founded since late 90s. And we have nurtured and produced a lot of graduates. And if you do the calculation, so if they graduate around year 2000, early 2000, and if they stick into with the same company, so if you look at the career path that they have, it will be like from junior to senior, and perhaps right now it's a top management. So with that, I think we have a lot of our Permata Dunia that's in organizations, in corporates that are working as top management, and they know that, hey, well, I am here today because of the teaching and also the practice that they have been experienced in MMU. So because of that, they actually brought that to the organization. Imagine the organization asks the person in charge, I mean, which university are you looking for? So I think MMU will be the answer. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, then the next thing is also, I want to take this opportunity to thank all the lecturers. MMU, they are working very hard to always persevere to maintain a benchmark so that when our students graduate, they are equipped with skills and knowledge. They are competent enough so that everybody acknowledge that MMU students, they are employable. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Albert, for that sharing with us. So moving on to the next questions to our lady here. So Ms. Putri, I would like to know how would EDC itself help or assist, those graduates or even our participants from ASP if they have any business idea. What preparation should they, prepare? Any proposal, business documentation, pitching, and how would they reach out to you?
Well, they can call me, they can WhatsApp me, they can come by to the office, they can come physically or meet me virtually. I'm very, I open my doors for everyone who wants to come and see us and pitch their ideas. So if they feel that they're not too sure what idea that they have or whether it will fly or whether, is it marketable, can I make revenue out of it, just come and see us. We will brainstorm them together and we will help whatever ways that we can. At the same time, also at EDC, we offer them support in terms of monetary and also non-monetary. In monetary, we offer them pre-seed funding up to 10,000 ringgit and seed funding up to 36,000 ringgit. So this support, what we wanted them to do is we want them to have their venture, to start off with their venture as a student entrepreneur. Right? So, but at the same time, they might be worried that, do I need to prepare anything? Of course, you will need to prepare your pitch deck. But if you're not ready with your pitch deck, you can just come and have a chat with us. We are ever ready. For non-monetary support, we also provide a number of trainings. We also provide a lot of networkings. We will match them, whatever problems that they have. We will try and provide as solutions for them, or link them up with our alumni. We are lucky that we have a number of alumni who's always ever so willing to help us. So some of our alumni are mentors to our startup founders, student startup founders, and we will match them, with the alumni or even other partners who are with us to become their mentor. Yeah.
All right, okay, so basically at the end of the day, you have to try to knock the door, because if you didn't knock, then you don't know what opportunity waiting you ahead. So if we are talking about opportunity, let me just recap a little bit. Back then when 2016 happened, when EDC first launched or created, right? I was the first batch of applicants in EDC, and I got funding, and that's how I made connection as well. I made networking as well. So you don't know what will provide you until you basically go and try and find it. All right. Okay. So last questions that I have for you, Prof. What is your expectation or your standard and requirement you want for ASPA Summer Program next year, Season 3 in 2023?
Of course, I think we need to progress. Right, from the ASP 1 to ASP 2, then when we will organize the ASP 3, we must see the improvement. Today I can see only one or two in front of me. Maybe next year will be full. We can use the Dewan Tun Chancellor as the venue, where we can have a real face-to-face workshop. We can have a real networking dinner, for example, or we can also invite the real pitching with the investor. That can also help the participant to really feel the enjoyment of presenting in front of all these investors who will for sure ask a lot of questions. And I do hope that we will improve and we will further develop this idea, which is a very good idea. I will fully support this, and I really hope that from this program we will produce more and more entrepreneurs, as what we did along these years. A lot of entrepreneurs that we developed in MMU. But what is good about the entrepreneurs that we develop in MMU is that they are always ready to work to contribute back to the university. This is very good. And I think this program is a platform where we can help the entrepreneurs, and we can also get them, the successful one, to come back and talk to the new one. And well, next year, I'm sure the team will further improve this program, and I'm sure because the ACE team, they are very dedicated people. They love to work. Yesterday, I met a delegation from Bangladesh, and they keep on repeating the name of Putri and Albert, and they really love EDC and EDC, and I think with the support of the team, I'm very sure that next year we'll have a better program, a very good program.
All right, maybe next year a value added that we can have. Maybe you can be one of the trainer or speaker, Prof.
I'm not an entrepreneur, so I'm not qualified to train. I can just talk without any experience. You can invite me to become the MC.
Oh, okay. Sure, no problem. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay. So moving on to Mr. Albert, the last questions that I have for you now to make you feel calm, not really nervous. Okay. So the last questions that I have to you is, what would be the sort of initiative from the career development itself to basically prepare, those MMU Permata Dunia, MMU graduates, current student, the germs, to have that one sort of value that basically demanded by the industry, and what sort of plan that you have in the future as a whole?
Okay, so there will be not a plan, but a set of initiatives that our Career Connect has already started, and we have kicked off since last year. So I think one of it is through Prof. Datuk's vision. That vision gave us a hammer to set up the Career Connect portal. So I just want to take this opportunity to promote it. It's careerconnect.mmu.edu.my. So this portal is basically to allow our students to enroll before they graduate and after they graduate. And at the same time, we are asking all the industry, all the companies that are looking for talents to enroll into our Career Connect. So that would be the so-called job street, whereby our students, our graduates can straight away connect with the industry. So that's one of the important initiative that we had. The second thing is we constantly have this thing called the CCGP. CCGP is what we call as Career Connect Graduate Program, whereby it's a set of career talks where we invite companies related to IT, engineering, business, creative, to come in to give talks to our students and to let them know that this, if let's say they wanted to do promo about their vacancies, their hires, they can actually do that on that talk. And if possible, we will want them to actually do an interview, an online interview right after that. So that is the second thing. So we have many out there, like, you know, workshops, career fair, and just to name, it's a lot. So again, to echo on what Prof. Datuk said, we are committed to make sure that our students are prepared, ready, industry ready before they actually even go out. And one last thing, one important thing in which is, in the recent one, we have actually conducted this new initiative by the university. It's called iCadet. One of the subset of the iCadet is actually IHP, Industry Handshake Program, where we talk to companies, get them we actually get their problem, and we turn that into our subject level assignments and projects. So imagine year 2 students come in, they are working with industry level problem. So that will definitely beef up their resume before they graduate, and even setting up good network with the companies before they even can, you know, graduate and get a job. So yeah, so that's from Career Connect. Thanks.
All right, okay. I know that just now I said last question, but this is very last question for you. So what is the hiring rate, you know, among MMU graduates, the latest one?
Okay, so according to the official numbers for SKPG, from SKPG, 2021, we have achieved 88.7% of graduate employability rate.
All right, okay. That's high, that's good. You know, I know you guys must be wondering which faculty recruited or hired the most, but I'm not going to ask that question. That would sound biased, okay? All right, okay. So last questions that I have for you, Ms. Putri. So what are the differences or value added in ASP 2022 compared to 2021?
All right, so before I go to the value added, let me just tell you the challenge that we have this year for ASP. So last year when we started our ASP was 6 weeks long. So we had 6 weeks of a number of programs every day together with the students from morning till evening for 6 weeks. And we have plus another 6 weeks of a continuation of e-talks, entrepreneurship talks, and also career talk. So that's a total of 12 weeks. But this year, we have a shorter trimester break, so we only have 2 weeks together with the students. So we have no choice but to make the students, the participants of ASP, to break the ice very fast. Yeah, so we have to make sure that they break the ice even from day one, right? But what I would say when we come to the value added, so last year when Albert mentioned about IHP, Industry Handshake Program, we started during ASP last year. So this year, instead of bringing the problems from the industry to our participants for them to provide the solutions, we brought in our own startup founders, very own coming from MMU, to bring in their problems to the participants. What we have in mind is to have something what we call is as made in MMU. So that's what we wanted. We wanted students working on their venture, working on their startups while they are in MMU, helped by other students in NMU. Whatever help that they need, whatever support that they need, if they need hackers, if they need hipsters, they're all coming from MMU. That's the vision that we have. So we brought in that as part of the startup initiative. But another value added that we have this year that we don't have last year I will speak on behalf of Career Connect here, on behalf of the team. We have what we call as open interview after the C-Talk session with the students. So we have the C-Talk session in the morning, but in the afternoon, the students have the opportunity to go straight into the, into open interview. We didn't have this last year, so we are only starting it this year. So you will have to wait for next year what we have in store. Of course, we will take some of the vision from the president to bring together what we're going to have for ASP next year. But of course, we also welcome all the feedbacks. We will need feedbacks and comments from the participants to be able for us to continue improving on the program.
All right, okay, that's good to know. And one last question, okay, this is really the last one, okay. I was informed that this morning the participant had the pitching session, right? If I'm not mistaken, there were 5 groups. So I would like to know what are your feedbacks or response from that pitching session?
We actually have a total of 6 teams. Yeah, during the final pitch, we invited judges, external judges, and they couldn't. When I asked them, so who will be your top 3, among the 6 teams? They couldn't decide on the same team, right? They couldn't decide. They had very good. They were able to ideate very well during that 2 weeks. We were so surprised, and even some of them already started with their venture already. So we are always very happy to help and support them. So since we couldn't, the judges couldn't agree on the top 3, what we call as the top 3 from the final pitch, I've already gotten the green light from Dr. Ong to bring them back for an opportunity for a pre-seed funding. To offer them a pre-seed funding grant. So after this, what we will do is we will speak to them for each team. Maybe it's a surprise for them now because we haven't announced who will be the top 3, for an opportunity for the pre-seed funding.
All right, okay. That's good to know, okay, as long as they were all good. So I think for those participants, don't ever be scared if anyone going to copy your ideas, because anyone can have the same idea as you. You might be the first mover or not the first mover, but who make it differently is the one going to stay in the market, all right? Okay, so Prof, last one, last one, okay? So since just now you said you're a hipster, right? So can you please give the last motivation to those participants audience in 5 words? Only 5 words, motivation, which is the wrap up, the last words from you. 5 words only.
Oh, that's difficult.
Okay, 10, 6, 7.
MMU is you.
All right, okay. All right, okay, thank you, Prof, for that. And so thank you for Mr. Alban and also Ms. Putri for the sharing session and also answering everything that maybe some of you are finding for the answer and also waiting for the closing ceremony itself. So as usual, as a norm in any physical and also virtual program, we will end the program with photography session. So I hope that those who are watching us online virtually, please turn on your camera because I can see still a lot of cameras are still turned off. Okay, so basically I would like to ask for your cooperation to turn on your camera because we'll be having a photography session now. I can't really call out your names like the first day because I barely can see here. Okay, I can see some already open. We hope to have your cooperation to turn on your camera, It's okay if you're not wearing anything flowery, summery, it's still fine. Okay, but just turn on your camera. So I'll give you 1 minute to do so. I still see someone turn on the camera and then turn off, turn on and turn off. I'm not sure what's the reason. Okay, so let's see who else gonna turn on the camera. I hope everyone can turn on the camera. All right, okay. Wait, I have a questions to our technical team here. Where should we look at for the photography session? Where should we look at? All right, okay. So four of us should be looking here. All right, okay. So let's see more. Those participants gonna turn on the camera. I can see still some are still turning on. So I think maybe that's it. That people gonna turn on the camera. Okay, with my count, all right, so with my count, for those who are here, we'll be having a different photo session after this, okay? I know that you guys are wondering, where are we going to be looking at, okay? So just wait, give chance to the virtual participant first. Okay, so with my count in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope it's done. So just now, Mr. Albert told me the ASP, we had a new trademark or we new, I don't know, logo trend. So you have to do something like this. Those virtual, you have to do this, okay? I think it's something like this to portray the coconut tree to represent the summer. All right, okay, I know it looks weird, but it's okay, just raising up your hands. I'm still yet to see anyone raising hands like how we are doing it. It's like this. Yes, bro. Dia macam pelepah pokok, pokok kelapa tu. Alright, okay, so again with my count, everyone in 3, 2, 1. Alright, okay, thank you everyone for those who joining us virtually. So with that being said, we already have come towards the end, really end of our session. So on behalf of the organizing community and also myself and also my team from the MCs, we are really sorry if there's any lacking from ourselves, if there's any mumble and anything, because some of us is basically the first time experience, and we hope that you basically have a good experience, a good knowledge, okay? It doesn't matter where you started, it matters how you end it and where you end it, all right? Okay, so with that being said, thank you so much, and I hope to see you again in the next season. I am Ika Zulkifli, and I am signing off.